Hey everybody, good morning. Wave for News meteorologist Brian Good here. Let us look at storm talk as we head into the days ahead. Very busy pattern, certainly shaping up. We've been talking about this for quite some time. But we'll kick in with our lead system really for this weekend and then really ramp up as we get into next week with about maybe 24 hours or so spacing in between some of these systems. So very little dry periods of weather ahead for us. So quite a bit of rainfall potentially in our future, and that's something we need to really monitor. All right, not to mention severe potential, but we can't really tell that this far out. We got to take that one system at a time, but we can at least tell you that the potential is there if these systems keep training through. That yeah, it's an obvious thing for river flooding certainly. Cold morning out there, certainly a light freeze, not a hard freeze, but a light freeze in our northern counties. 36 so far was the coldest in Louisville. Bright, beautiful, sunny day today. Beautiful out there. Most of the action now to our south, got snow flurries northeast, but we're nice and quiet. We've got the core of the cold air over us. 24-hour temperature change proves that, but notice the slight warming developing into our west. That is going to be in here in the coming days. Now for tonight, we are going to have a clear sky, so we should see a fairly steady drop in the thermometer, but notice how the clouds increase overnight. How quickly they increase will determine how low we go tonight, because with lighter winds, we have a better chance to get colder tonight than we have been this morning. And at the moment, there's no plans for a freeze warning to be issued because of that idea of clouds moving in. But if they take too long, that could be a last-minute change, something we'll be monitoring. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds, back in the 60s tomorrow. A weak wave Thursday night to Friday. See, it kind of just briefly moved across the northern part of the frame there, Indiana into Ohio. Can't run an isolated shower in northern counties Thursday night overnight. Most areas won't even notice it. Otherwise, warming things up as we head into Friday in the 70s. It looks dry Friday. And I love looking at the ensembles here. Here's the GFS, operational and ensemble below it, the Euro and the Canadian. All of them show on Friday that low pressure in Texas and a very strong south flow. I mean, it's a good signature on all of the data coming in of a warm day on Friday. Saturday, the low doesn't move very much. Reason for that, this high out here to the over Bermuda and Western Atlantic is so strong. I also got this low in the Great Lakes. This low is trying its best to do a squeeze play and get into the Ohio Valley, but it is really being beat down big time by that high in the Western Atlantic. So very little change on Saturday. I think that's what we've trended the forecast way above what the models have been saying. The models have got us in the 70s, some cases lower 70s. We're trending toward 80. Usually in these warm scenarios like this with systems that slow down, we usually benefit from that and get really warm air into our area. So that potential is there. And then eventually it does move in Saturday night and Sunday with a rain chance. But notice what happens. The operational models don't even have it closed off anymore, except for the Euro and the Canadians slightly do, but the ensembles don't. They lose it. It's going to be a weakening low as it drips over the Ohio Valley. Therefore, not a whole lot of rain likely with the system for the weekend, but there will be some downpours certainly Saturday night. Notice its attention quickly already focusing on the next one, developing into Texas. That'll be in here. The one I think is the one we need to watch, certainly as we head down the road, will be the end of the month, the last day of March into the first day of April. That one could be one, produce another round and maybe some gusty thunderstorms and very warm air. But you can see where the models are having a tough time to figure out where it's going to track, though. GFS is way south, Euro is north. The north idea makes more sense than the suppressed south idea. Backtracking just a tad bit, talking about the setup here for Friday. The winds on Friday, strong. Here's Louisville right here. Yeah, they're strong, especially to our west, but the atmosphere mainly capped. See these blue dashed lines? Mainly capped, and there's not a lot of instability. So, again, not a big deal Friday. Even Saturday, we do have some decent wind as that low begins to weaken as it moves in Saturday night, but just no energy to work with there. We'll monitor it because that could certainly change. It won't take much instability. I think it will just depend on the exact timing and how much it does weaken. But at this point, I don't see it being a big deal. So enjoy the warm weather. It's coming. Just got to get through this cold weather in the short term.